Yo, good morning. Hey, yo, everyone. How's it going? Check this out. We got a new setup. A little different. I didn't fix the green screen in this room yet. And we're doing it's like a test run. It's like a trial stream in this new room. I moved to a different room and we're not direct connected in. So we have to, hopefully this works. Hopefully this works out. Hey, what's up, everybody? Cheers. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Tuesday morning. Good morning. What's going on with you guys? How are you? Tell me more. Tell me everything. Cheers. What's the name of the video today? Oh yeah, XRP $3 to $5 by New Year's. I saw this video and article talking about this, so I thought we could look at this together. As you guys know, before we even get started, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm just looking at information and sharing it with you guys. And that is the name of the game. What are you guys doing? How are you feeling this morning? Cheers. Hey, yo. Good afternoon, good evening, good night. I hope you guys can put up with this, my room setup behind me. It's like it's not green screened in, so you guys can just pretend like we're in the mountains. Just pretend. So, as you know, I put up a couple, well, maybe you guys don't know. Let's go to the other screen. Let's see here. Here we go. I put up this video yesterday. Can Ripple XRP make you 100K in 1 week? Was the name of this video that we put up. Oh, look at this little tipbot thing's in the way. Tipbot. You gotta move, bro. There you go. Okay, so here we are, XRP news, XRP updates. We have a couple things I wanted to look at. There's some articles that were good popping around. There's more information about Amazon and Ripple. There's actually an article that came out today about Amazon and Ripple partnering before end of year. I saw someone else on Twitter kind of like trolling XRP community, laughing about an article they saw that said $3 to $5 XRP end of year. Is that something that we can even entertain the possibility of, or is that just straight nonsense? XRP is at 33 cents right now, up 10% in 24 hours. So that possibly is good to see, but it's not really, I would say, not really bull running yet. Ooh, 34 cents maybe. It's happening. Oh, 33 again. I don't know. So Ethereum's at right under $100. EOS at $3. Stellar's 11 cents. Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV, all those doing the same thing. Bitcoin's actually up slightly too at 3,600. Interesting to look at right there. How are you guys all doing this morning? Cheers. Hey, what's up, everybody? Cheers. Yo. Hey, what's up? Good morning. Luke K. Hey, yo. Felix. Miyagi. What's up? XRP Junkie, Jack the Man, Something Clever, hello, Snicken, Pablo Diablo, Diane Healy, Bob. Yes, you thought it said $3 in 5 years. No, don't worry, it's not that. Kendall Clark, what is up? Luck, if we hit 30 cents, they said. 30 cents XRP. Good evening, people from the Netherlands. How are you? Yo Kung Fu, what's up, XRP Junkie? How are you? What's going on? Andrew says clickbait. Clickbait. How dare you? How dare you do us like that, Kung Fu? No. XRP $3 to $5 by New Year's. Amazon Ripple partnership likely before end of 2018 is the name of the video. Let's just dive right into it. We don't have a lot of time today. We don't have a lot of time to play around. Yo, what's up, Logan? LV, Kickboy, Junkies, Diane, Ladyboy. Hello, everyone. How's it going? Farshad, cheers. Good morning, Farshad. And Crypto Style, Steve, Blaze, John Labraca. It's good times and great oldies. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jungle Inc. And Mr. Pace, good morning. Hello. Mr. Pace says I took the bait. Mr. Pace says I took the bait. Oh, thank you so much, Farshad. Thank you. Good morning, everyone, says Farshad. Been a busy XRP will rise by end of year. Hook, line, and sinker, says Mr. Pace.
Good morning, everyone. Been busy. XRP will rise by the end of the year.
Woo. Thank you so much, Farshad. I really appreciate it. The article that we found talking about this does not say it's a joke. It does not say it's a joke. And also I found this. Let's just dive right into this. Let's just get right to it. We saw this. I think Javi put this up yesterday. Here is this call to action. He put us through this whole link article. It has some really interesting documents Amazon has put up talking about this possible opportunity to respond to the Federal Reserve System Board of Governors' request for potential Federal Reserve actions to promote ubiquitous, safe, and efficient faster payments in the United States by facilitating real-time interbank settlement of faster payments. That is really great. I thought, wow, I'm going to retweet that actually. You guys can check it out yourself, of course. And it's going to be really interesting to look at this stuff all coming together as we see a lot of these big partners coming through. We have this Ripple article that came out. It's a 3-minute read about their mobile app to provide on-demand domestic payments in Japan. So we're looking at that, the SBI Ripple Asia. We know that that's been happening and we're excited about that. So we'll look at that a little bit more. And also I saw this article, Crypto Core Media. I don't even know if this is a real publication or how relevant this is, but this is all the way back in June. Back in June and May, people were still already excited about this Amazon Ripple partnership. And yesterday we put up this information talking about all the good things of Amazon and their Ripple API. We put that up on our Twitter yesterday. So there's a lot of good information supporting this. We put up this little fluff video yesterday too. Can Ripple XRP make you $100K in a week? And that was a good little view. I think that was a good one. Where is this? Here's this document that we looked at yesterday, and it's the Dilip Rao talking about what we can only assume is their suggestion that more than even people listed in this document could be joining what we're calling the global payment network. Is that what it is? A global payment network? So we're looking at no single experience to move money globally, and global payment demand on the rise as global banking reach decreases. We retweeted this yesterday because we thought it was so good. And again, this is all kind of bouncing off the idea that yes, Amazon and Uber and other big companies, maybe Stripe, will be using the Ripple net to settle payments. And I found, what was this? A Quora article talking about, wow. Well, this is the Amazon Federal Reserve System talking about the fundamental interest in ensuring a safe and robust U.S. payment system, including a settlement infrastructure on which private sector can provide innovative, fast payment services that serve the broad public interest. So looking at this all coming together, talking about these documents with Amazon and Federal Reserve, it is unbelievable. Thank you so much for chiming in and joining, Jungle. It's good to see you, Jungle. Good times. And you bought some XRP. I bought XRP Garlinghouse Vision today. What is that? Tell me more. Kenny Williams, hello. Mr. Pace, hey, Farshad, thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Hope you have a great rest of your day, my friend. Enjoy your rest of your day, good sir. So I found, where was this? I found this guy. He was trolling, I think, and he put this up on Twitter. He said, I literally just read an article about XRP hitting $3 to $5 by New Year's, and I think maybe he's a little bit upset or frustrated about this, and he does not maybe, he doesn't believe. He doesn't believe. He's not a believer. But we also found, I found something else worth checking out. Let me just click through all these tabs till I find it. Where is it? 1 hour later. Ah, man, I can't find it right now. Where is this thing that I just had? Where is it? Oops. Hey, I just found this article that was the $3 to $5 article because I was looking for it. Where is this article? 3 to $5 XRP by New Year's. He said this article was out, and I was like, okay, let's go look for it. And I don't know where it is. Where is this article? $3 to $5 XRP. Tell me more. Tell me everything. I just had it a second ago. It was a Quora article, actually. It was talking about $3 to $5 XRP. Is it possible? It was nothing really too new or crazy. It was just a general overview of what is exciting about XRP and the possibility of $3 to $5 end of year. I can't even find it now. Where is this? Where is it? Where is it? Yo, you're feeling sick. You're late. That's okay. Good morning, Chili Fire. Good morning, Chili Fire. Yes, I was really excited about looking at this article. Now I can't find it. I don't know where it is. It looks like this guy was upset about it, reading the article, hitting $3 to $5 by New Year's. I think he's just upset that the article maybe is suggesting that. But if we look at all the possibilities of the payments coming through and the actual use case of the system, I'm not really sure you can completely exclude it. Again, it is very, very unlikely maybe because we're like a week away, 2 weeks away from end of year. So what would really happen with that? I don't know. This is again something that you can find on Quora pretty easily. I did just a second ago, but now I don't know where it is. Where did it go? Where did it go? I'm going to look for it for one more second. Tell me what's going on with you guys. There's this article. Here it is. Ta-da! I found it. Ah, ha, 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 ha. There we go. Let's see here. Will Ripple reach $5 by December 2018? This is pretty old, and we can tell that obviously it's not, going to be referencing the current price, but people were mentioning this Amazon Ripple partnership for months, and they're also mentioning the possibility of $3 to $5 months ago, still holding on to this idea possibly that there's some kind of big run up before end of year. But if you look right now at 33 cents, 34 cents, it doesn't seem, unless there's a massive bull run, like we'll see that price or anywhere close to that price before end of year. I think that there is a lot of people excited about these documents coming out about Amazon and about Uber maybe using XRP at some junction in the future, but we can't say for sure if this is going to happen end of year or not. We don't really know, but there's other things that are happening. Have you guys heard about this, the government shutdown in the United States? The government shutdown, the loss of funding that happened, or that they're still deciding about the funding on the 21st. That is kind of interesting to think about. Good things to look at and check in on. What do we lose? I think we lose park services and transportation services, and we lose, I don't remember, Homeland Security maybe, something along those lines. So that's interesting to think about. The 21st is only 3 days away. Today is the 18th of December, a very precocious day, a very interesting day for me. And original Amazon PDF answering the call was something that I thought would be fun to look at, so I decided to do that. We put that up. Hopefully it's not too far off, but looking at this possibility of Amazon and the Federal Reserve System pairing up with, would it be XRP? That's possible. Not really sure. We do know that Brad has an AMA today, so Brad's AMA got rescheduled. It was, I think, 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and now they moved it to 2:30 Pacific Standard Time. That's right. Illmatic Beats says, why do I feel after Brad's AMI price will tank if there's no major announcements? So that's a good possibility, thinking about if XRP will respond negatively to the lack of good news coming out. The reality is that definitely it seems like the market's very volatile based off speculative movement and off of the information. So it's hard to say for sure what I think that could be, Oh, you know what, guys? I must say, people were messaging me and they were saying, dude, we saw your XRP wallet amount when you put up this, where was it? People were like, yo, friend, careful. We saw your wallet in this video. That was not my wallet. That was not my wallet, guys. I appreciate you guys for messaging me. The ones that you guys that were concerned that I accidentally showed my wallet on screen in this video, don't you worry. That wasn't me. I didn't do it. It's not my wallet. So don't worry about that. Yeah, Miyagi says all the fancy words to avoid saying XRP. You can't fool me. You can't fool me. Yes, they do try to spend a good amount of time dancing around, not specifically naming any one thing. But honestly, Honestly, if you watched that video we put up yesterday evening, the can XRP make you 100K in a week, even that guy was talking about how he recognizes the efficiency of XRP. He recognizes how Bitcoin is not able to provide that same type of speed and delivery. So I have to say, I really thought that was cool to see him putting in 20K last year. But did he sell? I don't know if he sold. It's hard to say what's happening with that. But good question, Benjamin. If there is not any good announcements, or actually, Illmatic Beats was the first person to say that. If there's not any good announcements today in Brad's AMA, maybe you would see a negative reflection in the price, or maybe you would slightly dip. We're at 33.5 right now. If we're looking at 2-hour window, it looks like some good movement. XRP to USD pairing right here, looking pretty good. What is up? Benjamin Moss says, don't look for major announcements during an Ask Me Anything. They do not make big reveals during these. Benjamin Moss, you are right. Benjamin Moss seems to know what's going on. This is true. This is very, very true. They do not usually use that as a platform to make major announcements. They do use it as a platform to answer some common questions or to keep connected with the community, it seems like. And we looked at some of the questions yesterday. If you guys wanted to go watch that stream, we did cover a couple of the questions that we thought would be really exciting for them to ask. So we have that up from yesterday. T-Wum says, you have a big bag. Good for you. I wish that was my bag. I really do. I didn't realize that was even on the screen until you said that. T-Woom was like, dude, T-Woom was one of the people that messaged me. And I said, oh, let me go look. And I went and looked and I watched and I was like, yes, that's on the screen, but it's not mine. Illmatic Beat says, I'm not sure. People asked about the one bank being on XRapid by end of year. And this is what I meant by announcement. You're right. They did say that. You know what? The big bank by end of year. I remember Brad specifically saying they would have a big bank by end of year on board, and we're waiting to find out if that's going to come true. So I'd love to hear more about that. Oh, Jungle, breaking news, he says. Jungle says Sam I Am has been kicked off Twitter. That is not good. That's not good. We do not like censorship in our community. What's the deal with that? No, breaking news. Ripple Me This has been suspended. Who did this? Whenever this happens, I'm going to go try to pull that back up and look at Jungle's tweet. Whenever this happens, I always wonder if it's just someone that decides to try to flag the account. You know, like what happened here? I'm going to retweet this. What's up with that, Twitter? Good question. Twitter, what are you doing? Was it actually Twitter that did this, or was it some haters? You know, haters like to flag us. Haters love to flag us. They love to downvote our videos. They love to do all the things to kind of ruffle your feathers and get under the skin. But, is this really Twitter doing this, or was this just some bad actors that are tired of hearing about how great XRP is and how much it's going to tank and take away the value from all their other coins? It could be that. It could be that. It could also just be that he was maybe flagged multiple times. I know that there was, I think someone else's account that was maybe not as big in the community was recently suspended as well because they had suspicious activity, was what they said. They said suspicious activity on the account, and I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Twitter, what does that mean? Twitter, what are you doing to us? Stop, please. Please. Yeah, we don't know what the reason was. We retweeted that. I retweeted it. So let's do some retweeting and get him back. Let's get Sam back on Twitter. That would be great. I would like to see Sam back on Twitter. Either way, someone took financial advice and got burnt, or another conspiracy in the making. Ooh. Illmatic Beats. Thinking outside the box. You are right. It could be that someone got burned and got upset and they decided to report, or it could be another conspiracy in the making. That's a good point. I don't know. Yes, it's good either. It's away from the Jungle mention. He says the AMA is going to be good either way. If you have a good position, you're good either way. So yes, it's very unfortunate that we we have so many people that are really looking to make moves against XRP all the time. And that's one of the things that we talked about a little bit in the video yesterday, can XRP make you 100K in 1 week? Because we recognize that there is a lot of animosity or just disdain for XRP. Even a year ago, maybe even more so now than a year ago, people are very, very much up in arms against the XRP movement and the XRP community, always calling it a banker's coin, as if that's going to hurt our feelings in some way. Like, oh no, please don't call it a banker coin. Wait, don't banks have money? Yes, call it a banker coin. That makes perfect sense to me. I really do think that might be really what's upsetting people, is just because they're so anti-establishment. They thought, oh, crypto's for not the banks. Wait, who's using it? Oh, wait, XRP is for the banks. No, not good. What's up? Good morning. Hello, El Brando, Philly the Kid, Jalen. How are you guys today? Cheers. Good morning. Let's check over the XRP charts really quick. XRP trade volume, a huge boost, huge numbers on the XRP trade volume. Looking at $527 million in XRP trade. XRP ledger payment volume, 200 million. So a little bit of an uptick from what we saw yesterday, I believe. Binance coming in the second position behind Bitbank, ZB falling behind. That seems fine. I saw this Ant1 putting up the walls are back. The strange buy-sell walls. You guys remember these? They happen every now and then with these large buy-sell orders. It looks like some type of market maker or bot activity, some type of bot trading. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, it's so good to see you, Ahmad. Good to see you as well. Cheers. Happy to be here for you. Ripple holding approximately 60% only gives me confidence within the future implementation of XRP, as they are massively incentivized for it to be a success. Wow, that's a really great way of looking at that. John Labraca, to put some context around what John has just said, he says, the escrow for XRP with Ripple Labs actually gives him confidence for the future implementation of XRP, because they have massive incentive to bring it to success in the market. Now, I agree that there's a lot of reasons Ripple would be incentivized to bring XRP to the market and have it be successful for many reasons. But yes, that's a good point. I don't think anybody's ever really specifically mentioned that. The escrow does really kind of lead you to hold confidence in them wanting to bring value to that token, because they hold 60% of it. Good thinking, sir. Good evening. What did I miss? Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello, Patrick. Cheers. Thanks for joining. Yes, what did you miss? Well, we're talking about Amazon and Uber again. Having the payment network with RippleNet is one of the things we found, and we were talking about the Federal Reserve System has a document with the Amazon mentioning possibly a support for what would be a settlement infrastructure, which the private sector can provide faster payment and serve broader public interest as well. So this is, again, documents that we saw on Twitter and are bouncing around right now. And then this is also kind of similar to what's up with the Dilip Rao document that we put up yesterday on Twitter. I think Richard Chamberlain said it was Richard, someone else that put it up. So it was sent to me, and I saw Crypto Eddie talk about it, and then we decided to do a video yesterday. We talked about it, and actually there was more coming out about it yesterday in Twitter with Amazon and Uber and Seagate all talking about this new no single experience to move money. And I found Javi putting up tweets about the Fed sending letters to corporations to come into action before the 14th of December. So we already know that that day has passed. But I saw something else that I thought was really interesting that's kind of away from crypto, but kind of ties everything together. Interestingly enough, I don't know, 21st is when people are talking about Coinbase adding XRP, but also 21st of this year, the government stops. In the United States, there's some kind of government shutdown that will have a limited effect on our infrastructure. Now, I was looking at this yesterday, and I didn't really know how much this would tie into what we're talking about with XRP and with crypto, but I did think it was kind of interesting to look at this debate about the funding between Congress and the administration. The government will shut down limited services, and some agencies will be unfunded, and other agencies will be unfunded but still forced to work. Like TSA will not be getting paid. They won't get paychecks until after Christmas, but they will still be asked to show up to work. Now, I found another article, I think it was a different one than this one, talking about what actually is going to be affected by this news. Let me see if I can find that one instead. It listed off, I believe, park services and Homeland Security, a couple other interesting ones. And I was thinking like, well, that sounds kind of, I don't know. I don't know what that sounds like. Where is this other article? I think I sent it to myself. Let me check. And you know what? I was talking to Jungle yesterday. Cheers, Jungle. Thanks for joining and showing up and chiming in. And I'm not sure. I think Jungle might have put up a video talking about this, about Xpool and about the hexagon theory or something like that. So I was just talking to Jungle over DM, and we were talking about this idea, and there was some discussion about this hexagon program or the Xpool and what that means. We saw Sam's video talking about that, and I think that there was a lot of things that I wanted to address with that, and Jungle and I were chatting last night about it and what that really means. Will there be actual different prices in different markets because of the market makers and their supply demand, or will it be tied together with a global liquidity and a global infrastructure, so it really kind of removes a lot of arbitrage opportunities and it creates a very similar price around different markets? I watched Sam's video. I need to go watch Jungle's video and give it a thumbs up and a like and a retweet, and then I'm going to have a video where I talk about those similar subjects. So if you guys are not tired of the Xpool hexagon theory, I'll have a video out later today talking about that, as well as talking about some, I think maybe we'll have just that video. I have a lot of things to do today, so maybe just one video. But I saw this article talking about what would happen if the government shuts down this week. And it is not a shutdown maybe completely, but yeah, it's pretty close to a shutdown. The National Park Services and other agencies run out of funding. So on December 21st at midnight, the National Park Service and Homeland Security, Commerce and Interior, Agriculture, Housing and Urban Development, the Justice and Transportation systems all shut down because of lack of funding. We do know that 21st is also a rumored day of possible Coinbase listing XRP, but that is so hard to say. I don't think that video will get taken down because I don't know. I love Sam. I really do. He's a really great member of the community, and I just don't know if what he put on that video is accurate enough to get taken down, honestly. I was looking at the ILP and the Xpool, and I'm not sure it's specifically just XRP, but again, we'll talk about that in a video later. He is a very, very interesting fella, and I do like his videos. We need a meme for when David Schwartz owns everyone who tries to FUD XRP with inaccurate misconceptions. He is awesome. Well, David Schwartz is awesome. That's true. David Schwartz is number one. Yes, thank you for noticing. Whoa, brah. I am actually not in a new pad yet. I'm in a different room of my old pad. It's the bedroom. It's a different room. I decided to clear out the other rooms, and anyway, we don't need to talk about that. But it's a different room. Cheers, thanks so much. Sam is the man. Yes, go watch Sam's videos. People are suggesting. So this is something that's happening this week with the government thinking maybe they'll shut down because there's no funding. So on the 21st at midnight, we'll lose 75% of the government. And this happens every now and then in the States, and no one seems to ever be affected negatively. It's not a big deal. Things will be fine. Things will be fine, I believe. No. Maybe they won't. I don't know. They'll be fine. Things will be fine. So again, looking at what's lost, we have the Homeland Security, interesting, Commerce, Interior, Agriculture, Housing and Urban Development, Justice, Transportation, and National Park Service are going to lose funding and stop being able to function. There's some other places that are going to lose funding that don't get to take a break, like the FBI and Border Patrol. So they will be working, but they won't be getting paychecks till after end of year. That sounds pretty rough. Pretty rough, I would say. So what do you think about this possible government shutdown? I was looking at this Quora article, and I found this article. Ooh, doggy. They really know how to clickbait us, don't they? Ripple price predictions. Will Ripple trade as high as $5 in the coming months? In the coming months sounds way better than end of year. End of year is like 2 weeks away. Coming months, I say yes. coming months, I can put a stamp of approval, Kung Fu Nerd stamp of approval on the possibility of months. Yes. Possibility of weeks, maybe not. I don't know. I would love to just say yes or no, but I'm not sure. For some time now, the XRP development has been up and down. People recognize there's a lot of partners coming in, and so they're calling out for possibly a $3 XRP, but that's near its all-time high. Can it break its all-time high and push to what will be $5? Will Ripple XRP reach $5 soon, or is it just a pipe dream? So thinking about the fact that we're interested in the value of the coin, obviously we're interested in the value of the coin, but we need to wait for the actual use case to come through. We have seen so many partners coming through. We know that there's a lot of big partners launching at the end of the year. January is the start of the Corda Settler app. So are we expecting something to happen maybe before that? Is there a possibility that Brad's AMA today has really good news and talks about some new bank partner that is going to start using XRP right away? Maybe, I don't know. So incorporating XRP into the remittance services of the RippleNet with multi-hop and with pairing it to Xcurrent. So XRapid is again available in all of their suite of payments. It'd be interesting to see who they can bring in, even if they bring someone in just with Xcurrent. That would be good because, again, if they're in Xcurrent and they decide to use a remittance service, it pushes them to XRapid and XRP. This is again, a very popular subject right now. I know people are really excited about getting a return on their XRP and getting maybe out if they were waiting for the all-time high again, or maybe they'll have patience and be able to actually wait to make it to this next actual level of adoption, where this is why I thought this tweet was so good to look at. If you look at the global payment demand on the rise as the banking reach decreases, this is a very simple graphic showing that we can see corresponding banking partnerships in thousands on the decrease and global e-commerce sales in billions on the increase. And it's increasing exponentially. It is a huge uptick right here. And we can see that global payment demand on the rise is a very integral part to this internet value, to the future of this e-commerce and to the future of the exchange of value. We can recognize again that we've talked about ILP plenty of times, and we've talked about the way the ILP will work, and we have again an open Ripple API. I don't think I can say that specifically forces XRP, but if they do decide to use a remittance service inside RippleNet, it will use XRP. So one interface for payments across any network, and they have Amazon, Uber, and Seagate listed right here. And we put this tweet up yesterday. Again, this is something that's been bouncing around for a few days, so it's not too new, but I found this as well. This is from February of this year, so a while ago, almost a year ago, kind of thinking like the same as the video we put up yesterday, inside the year, a year in review. What has happened? Well, Ripple is down to 33 cents, and people are really excited about it, at least returning to its all-time high. Ooh, look at this. I just saw this on Binance for a split second. It was 3333333. There it was. It hit it again. You guys like the number 3? There was 5 of them. You guys like the number 5 and the number 3? Because if so, that looked real good. Looked real good. So here we are looking at this. Let's look at like the week chart in Binance. Here's the week chart. Let's look at the day chart actually. A day chart in Binance looking at a 80-cent run up. You guys remember this day? Do you guys remember this day? I was fishing. I remember this day. I was fishing. It hit 80 cents. It retraced back to about 57, and then we followed all the way down now to 28 cents. And looking at 28 cents, coming down near the bottom of the Bollinger Band right here, and then finding a run, we broke right through the middle of the Bollinger Band, looking like we're turning a little bit bullish inside of the one-day chart for XRP in Binance. This is the XRP to USD pairing in Binance. And again, it's at 33.33. But if we go look at XRP to BTC, which is something we like to do because a BTC and XRP price are, oh my goodness, look at this, 9,500 Satoshis. Woo! That is so good. That's a big gain. That's a really big gain. So BTC's up and XRP's up, but inside of the pairing of XRP to BTC, it's up by about 500 Satoshis. So looking at closing in on maybe 10,000 Satoshi mark for one XRP to be 10,000 Satoshis, that just makes you feel good. It just makes you feel good inside. What is up, guys? What is up? New moon XRP, new room equals XRP moon. I like it. I like it. Darren Boxer says, things will be fine except for the families who need to pay their bills but will not get their pay before Christmas. Yes, things will be fine except for those families that are not going to be paid until after Christmas. That is very unfortunate. Let's take a moment of silence. That's rough. Yeah. Christmas is a very challenging time for people that are really looking to kind of provide for their families. And if the budget's tight and if it's hard, I can understand that's a very challenging moment. And I feel for the families that are not going to get their paychecks until after Christmas. That is rough. Light Yagimi says, Sam is basically 4chan forum. He provided a ton of connections with Link tokens and Swift. He made a boat. What? Light Yagimi said he made a boatload of money by making gullible readers to FOMO into the token. You're saying he made a bunch of money with XRP? Like, you're saying Sam pumped it up and then sold out? Is that what you're saying? I don't think there will be any announcements, just trying to keep us on the edge, Joe says, of our seats, to be nice to be hearing from the man himself. So Joe says he does not think there's going to be any big announcements today, but maybe we will at least get to see Brad's beautiful face and say, hello, Brad. Hello. Go on. Tell me more. At least $1 end of year to keep confidence in the market and reward the early adopters before Bakkt and Coinbase would be nice. That is a good point, Illmatic. You're right. It would be nice to have at least $1 XRP before end of year. But we don't know if that's going to happen. Just $1 would be great, though. People are hyping Amazon way too much, says Jake. You know what? I think there might be a little bit of hype around Amazon, and I can't say I've not done that as well. I might have put this in the title. I might have done it. I might have put it in the title, but I did explain in each of the videos how Ripple API is not token specific to, or it's not specific to XRP. It is token specific to XRP, but the Ripple API, I believe, is open for a couple other use cases for them. So unless they are looking to actually use it for remittance, they would not use XRP. But Amazon and Uber both do have international settlement needs. So I can say, you know what, maybe it's worth saying Amazon XRP is legit and happening. But I do agree that there has been a lot of up and down, back and forth. People are really wondering who's really going to use it. How much are they going to use it? Will the price reflect that use in real time, in some kind of time frame that we can feel, benefits us? Is it not going to take hopefully 20 years? So good questions, good things to think about. Yes, people are talking about this, and looking at this, let's go back to the XRP to USD pairing. Looking at this, obviously there's been a little bit of a decline in the market. And so, yeah, it's been red and it's been down from where was it? 49 cents. It has been pretty much in a bear drop all the way to 28. So if you guys bought in at 28 and you found the bottom there, that was good for you. Do you think this is actually the bottom? Do you think that we're actually going to see upward momentum right here and we're going to find support? Or is this going to be another in a long line of up bounces, and we'll see maybe more red? It's hard to say. Are you going to shave your head when we moon? I don't know. I thought about cutting my hair, not because we're mooning, but just because, new me. I might kill off this hairdo. I don't know. It's hard to say. The chart looks like a dinosaur. Rawr. Which platform is this? I love using Binance. I actually have a link to join Binance in the description. If you guys have not already joined Binance, I always tell people to use Binance. I really like Binance. I wouldn't say trust it, more than your ledger. I would say trust your ledger. So if you guys don't have a ledger, we're doing the ledger giveaway. That video is up. If you guys want to buy a ledger, there's 30% off. till end of year, and the possibility of, trusting an exchange. If you were to trust any exchange, I like Binance the most, but I still don't trust them enough to not take my coins off of there. I will be honest with you guys. I do have maybe a little bit of coins on Binance for me to play with. I do like to pretend like I can day trade. I like to pretend like I'm day trading, and sometimes I lose a lot of money, and sometimes I make a lot of money. It's kind of addicting, honestly. It's kind of like, woo! I'm addicted. I can't stop. Please, doctor, give me another. All right, so Illmatic Beats, you're funny. I feel like even though you were not talking about what I'm talking about, Illmatic Beats said he's trying to quit by 2020. Me too, bro. Me too. I'm trying to go cold turkey. I'm trying to quit. So yeah, Binance is a great spot. I love Binance. I like to hang out and show Binance's depth chart, and I like to hang out and show Binance's candlesticks. Have we seen the depth chart today? I don't think we looked at the depth chart very much. What's going on in the depth chart? Oh, we got some good buy and sell walls chilling here. I think that was one of the things we saw earlier that I wanted to put up too, was this Ant1 tweet talking about the buy sell walls at 30 cents, looking at some pretty big manipulation here. Is this why we have a 500 million in XRP trade volume? Possibly. It's very, very big chance that's what's going on. And again, the entire market's seeing a little bit of green, so possibly people are taking advantage of that while they can. 9% up inside 24 hours on XRP, and Bitcoin Cash 12% up inside the 24-hour period. It's in position number 8, holding above Bitcoin SV. The Bitcoin SV and Bitcoin Cash thing is just such a mess. I don't even like to talk about it. I thought this tweet was funny. Literally just read an article about XRP hitting $3 to $5 by New Year's. He looks frustrated. Maybe he looks a little upset. His name is Bitboy, so I think maybe he's not an XRP boy. We were talking about this too, the Javi tweet that I just saw, doing the good work, putting up some of these documents that people are excited about. The Federal Reserve talking about Amazon talking about the Federal Reserve. Is it going to happen? Are we really sure that this is where we're headed to? It seems pretty hard to say no when you have so many people publicly backing or pairing to the network or joining the network or being part of the infrastructure. And if you really do kind of wonder, like, well, Kung Fu, I don't know, I'd love to know more, please give me some real facts. The fact is, this is the facts. These are the facts right here. If you want facty facts, this is it right here. Private blockchains solve nothing. Private blockchains do not work. They do not work. There it is. There's the facts. Private blockchains don't work. What does work? Interoperability. They made interoperability with Interledger. Interledger, a standard for payments across networks. If Interledger launches and everyone's forced through it, wouldn't you think you'd want to use the most efficient tool for the job? XRP is so much faster and more efficient than anything else on the ILP, as far as I know, unless they come through with some amazing scaling opportunities or scaling changes to Bitcoin, and unless Vitalik Buterin's Ethereum not only Plasma launches and not only does the scaling solution work, but they also, I think Ethereum is not even part of ILP right now. So that'd be interesting. They need to actually start working with the ILP consortium. Ethereum does not seem to be doing that. Maybe they're expecting their own network to be able to acquire most of the market for their use case. Looking at their Oracle solutions, that's a good question. So let's try to catch up with some of you guys' questions and comments. What's going on? Thank you so much, Jake. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Miyagi says I should cut my bun off like a samurai. Maybe I should cut my bun off like a samurai. Upward momentum would be nice right now. It's been a while. That would be nice. I really do think some upward momentum would do a lot for our Christmas spirits, for our holiday spirits. But do we really know? Do we really know if it's going to happen? No, we don't know. Would it be nice? Yes, it would be very, very nice. Let's see what else you guys are chatting about. According to somebody, the link was supposed to be $3 a token by May. Just saying, numbers don't lie. This is true. There's been a lot of, Light Yagimi, I agree. There's been a lot of speculation about possibilities end of year and the possibility of price. You know what? I totally fell victim to that. I totally did that too. I made a video, I think like 6 months ago, that was like XRP $100 by this time, or $100 in 2 weeks. I might have to swallow my pride and take myself to the corner and give myself a good talking to. I might have to do that. And I might have to do a video where I troll myself and roast myself, because it just seems like that'd be fun to do. But also just because I have to call myself out and say, look, I put this video up. I thought it sounded good. It seemed legit. I was really hopeful. But it's 30 cents now. My bad. I know. I lost money too. I lost money too. So hopefully you're not hunting me down. It's good. It's all good in due time. Thank you, Illmatic Beats. Yes, please, before you get upset and look for my home address, remember Brad's AMA is going to have a great announcement later. Big bank or something. Big bank coming out. He wouldn't be messing with us. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I was worried whenever I heard that Brad was going to do his AMA at 10. I was like, whoa, Brad, bro, I did the Brad interview and he knows what time my stream is. So I was like, Brad, and I texted him. He's like, yo, bro, don't worry. My bad. I got you. He said, let's change it to 2:30. He said, you know what? I don't know if anybody knows this, but we good friends, and I respect your stream. He's like, I watch your stream every morning. I really, really do, and I really like it. He said, thank you so much for having me on the show. And I said, Brad, anytime for you, bro. Anytime for Brad. And then that's when he was like, bro, have you ever heard of a deer, bro? And I was like, nah, what's a deer, bro? He's like, it's a deer and a zebra. You ever heard of a deer, bro? And I was like, nah, man. And he's like, yeah, it's sweet. You should check it out. You should check it out. If you guys picked up that deer, bro reference, I really like you. Hey, mate, probably mentioned this before, but realistically speaking, how long are we going to wait until we see highs of last year? With all these so-called partnerships, surely it's a matter of time. So, you know what? That's a really good question. Let's quit dicking around for a second and be real. Dirk asked, hey, to put some context around what Dirk's question is, he's basically just asking, how can we see the same prices we saw last year? So all-time high nearing $4, I believe, for XRP. What do we need to see to get near that price? I'm pretty sure that we were having a discussion maybe last week, and Clara T jumped in and she said something about how she did not think it was possible without Bitcoin support. I said it is possible, but we would need a lot more money than before. So if you think about the fact that Bitcoin was at 20K last year and XRP was really more strongly paired to Bitcoin than it is now, Bitcoin was propping up the price of all the other coins. It was propping up the price of XRP, and then any of the money moving into XRP, actually that's where the run-up came from, was from the prop up and support of Bitcoin, and then the next push came from the FOMO into XRP. So the possibility that we're waiting for Bitcoin catalyst, we might be waiting for Bitcoin catalyst. If we're waiting for straight XRP support, that would be a lot more money basically than we had in the market last year in XRP. So in order for XRP to hit those same prices without Bitcoin, it would take maybe a little bit more money than we had last year in the market. But again, with institutions such as BOA and the SBI Remit, with the Corda settler app, with all these big institutions going and using it, there's a degree of possibility in my mind that we could achieve an all-time high without Bitcoin hitting a run. There's your answer. Mr. Pace dropping a link. Let's check out Mr. Pace's link. What's going on with this? Crack out your crystal ball. Crack out that crystal ball. Let's do it. Let's crack out the crystal ball and see what we can find. See what looks good. You're not mad. Thank you so much for not being mad. I appreciate it. Nerdy, I think you should get a mullet. Bring the mullet back. Maybe. You think that's a good look for me? You think I should mullet it? Mullet it. You just tried to reason with some people with stars in their eyes. I want XRP to do well as much as anyone else. Just don't want people to get hurt. That is such a good point, Light Yagimi. There's such an interesting paradox on YouTube, and I talk about it often. It kind of upsets me sometimes, and sometimes I just use it to my advantage, where we recognize that clickbaity articles were basically getting more clicks, and so there's an incentive for people to kind of embellish the truth maybe, or hype things slightly. But then I do try, honestly, every time I drop a video that has hype in the title, I do try to deliver on the facts in the video that at least offer both sides of the coin. I try to stay unbiased. I like to offer my opinion, but I like to offer you guys with the unbiased facts as well, so you guys can decide for yourself. And I agree, it's very challenging because you don't want people to get hurt. You want people to be informed. But if I'm informing people and no one's watching my videos, then I'm not getting any information to them. If someone is hyping and saying like XRP is going to go to 20K, what a jerk, and then that guy gets all their attention and they're watching that video. So there's a degree of a paradox there. I agree. I agree. No bumping. So don't slam my hands on the table, is what you said. Clara T said she says no such thing. I knew you were there. I knew you were there. I was just trolling you. What's up? Hey, is there actually going to be an announcement? No one knows if we're going to have an announcement today or not. We do have a Brad AMA at 2:30 Pacific time, so looking out for that. I don't think I'll be able to live stream it. I think I'm going to just have to be working and doing other stuff. So we'll just let that be with whatever it is. You guys can watch it wherever it's on. And maybe if I happen to be available, I might throw a stream up and we can watch it together. We'll find out. We'll find out. Those hypey videos got me to pull the trigger and invest. It'll be good long term. I'm more educated and a part of the community now. This is true. This is true. There's a degree of kind of like recognizing that aside from the last few months of loss, there's a really good opportunity here and a really strong possibility that patience is key. This is going to turn out really well for XRP holders, especially looking at the use case, the developers, the partners. There's so many people in the XRP ecosystem that aren't just here for the speculative price. They're here because they like to develop with it. They're here because they like how efficient it is. They like because it's really just one of those really, really efficient, useful, beautiful, functioning assets. It's a beautiful, functioning digital asset. Yes, I am not a financial advisor. Thank you so much for reminding me. I am not a financial advisor. I am just looking at information and sharing it with you guys. What is up? Hey, what's going on? Hooded Suburban, cheers, man. Good to see you. After this bull run, Illmatic Beats asks, what do you think will be the price after the correction? That's a good question. So if you notice, we can go look at even inside the week here. Let's take it back to the day, actually. If you look, this is a good example of what he's asking about. We have a run here up to 80 cents, and then there was a correction down to about 57 cents. So Illmatic's asking, what do we expect if we have a massive bull run to all-time high? Where is our correction point, and where is our support level? What will we find here? And that's a really good question, and I don't think most people know. If you did know, you'd be probably able to make a lot of money on that retracement. If you go look at, well, this is XRP to USD, which is not, it doesn't have as long a history because the XRP was added to USD more recently. But if we look at XRP to BTC pairing, and we look at the overall chart for a week, it takes us all the way back to our all-time high dates. Let me get this. Here we go. Takes us all the way back to our all-time high dates, and we can see that inside of this, this whole macro micro cycle, you can see the run-up goes all the way up to about wherever it hit 22,000 Satoshis. So 22,000 Satoshis, and then it retraced pretty quickly, and then it just went all the way down for months at a time until we hit, what was this, April. We found some support here at 7,000 Satoshis and a bounce and retracement, bounce, retracement. And this is why we were really excited about XRP holding at 9,500 Satoshis right now, is because it dropped all the way down to 4,000 Satoshis for an XRP, and it came up finding support right under 9, back to 6, and now back up to 9,000, and we're climbing now against Bitcoin. So at our all-time high of XRP, XRP was 22,000 Satoshis. So we're about halfway to 20,000 right now, and we're at 30 cents. So you can see that Bitcoin did prop up the price a lot, and that's a really good question. That's a really good question. One decent announcement could make XRP Moon very hard and start a brand new bull run for the rest of crypto. I think we're just waiting. That's a good point. Light Yagimi, you are right. There's a possibility that we will see just one big announcement become a catalyst for price movement. We've talked about that in the past, how speculative price movement and trajectory, or speculation and trajectory of price movement, are the two big catalysts right now for the market. And those both don't sound like utility to me. Those both don't sound like utility. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers. What's up, guys? Ayo, lurkers unite. Hey, what's up, Joshua from the UK? Thanks for joining. Hello, what's going on? Hit the like button. Waves is going vertical. John LaBraca wants to know what my day job is. My day job. You know what? I was going to make a video about my day job because people ask about it all the time. They're like, what do you do? What do you do? And that's a great question. What do I do? What am I doing? My day job is really kind of a data aggregator, and I do marketing and digital footprint consolidation for a local real estate brokerage. So basically lead generation is what that would be. My desk job, my day job is lead generation for a local real estate brokerage, and I do design their marketing, I do their digital footprint, I do their et cetera, et cetera. It got me to research. That's my point. I found more than hype. Totally. This is good. This is true. KFN, what do you think of the Amazon partnership? Will it motivate a $10 to $20 all-time high? We were just talking about the Amazon and XRP partnership and what that means. If it's token specific, if it's XRP specific, is it going to be the preferred remittance use of Amazon for their payments? That's a good question. And how much volume would you expect to see if that is the case? We had that video yesterday that we put up talking about the XRP. Could it make you $100 in a week? Which is a little bit of a fluff video, I will admit. But in that video, it was really cool to see one of the older implementations of the Ripple website had a slider that shows how much your bank can save money just by using XRP. And it was a lot of money. It was a lot of money. And so, yes, banks like money. They want to save it. Amazon likes money. They probably want to save it. So I don't really know what the price looks like as far as when utility comes through. And that's what we talk about often, is that there's not really any utility to any of the coins right now. Bitcoin's trying to provide scalability so they can be useful, and XRP's trying to bring on partners so they can be launched and be useful. But we, again, have not seen anything other than speculative price movement and trajectory controlling price, which is not utility. We're waiting to see what utility means and what that looks like as far as a price point for XRP. Good questions. Very good questions. Buying in a declining bear market is better than buying into a bull market, since I know utility will surpass its all-time high. Meowgi, you are so smart. Meowgi, you are so smart. You always drop some of the best comments, dude. Buying in a declining bear market is way better than buying into the bull market or buying in a bull run. But paradoxically, most people buy when the price is going up. People are going to talk about how they want to get more, and when the price drops, there's some kind of psychological pull in their stomach where they're like, I like money. I don't want to lose money. No. And so it's very weird that people will actually stop buying on the way down and they'll start buying on the way back up, which is very, very counterintuitive in all ways, possibly just a complete backwards, but whatever. Light Yagimi says, I think KFN's the best. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's hit a honky for Shad and for my boys. That's right, Light Yagimi and everybody, Grind Meowgi, the whole fam. Let's honky it for you. Honky. Go honky.
I want to.
Hey, did you guys hear about that new magical digital asset called XRP?
Light Yagimi, I totally feel you, bro. I totally feel you. But you know what? There's only so much one man can do. Joe Hio says, when day trading, whenever I sell the highs and buy the lows, I wind up with less coins when I started. Do you have any insight on day trading? I have a video on my channel that's basic day trading. It's a basic day trading breakdown in Binance. So day trading for beginners in Binance is the name of the video. If you go to my channel, if you just click on the name Kung Fu Nerd after you hit like button on this video and subscribe, you go to the channel and you search Binance day trading, and that video should come up. I believe it's actually got, I think it's over 10,000 views now, 20,000 views or something. People really like that video. It just shows you the basics of understanding the charts and the metrics and looking at a basic trade, and gives you a little bit of an idea of how you'd want to make money. And there's also some videos like the crypto exit strategy is a good video for talking about how to recoup your investment, your initial investment, and stay in the market at the same time. And those are both pretty exciting. Let's hope that they don't hark it up again. I agree. Let's hope they don't mess it up again. I don't know what they're going to mess up, but you never know. People can mess up everything. Hey, what's everyone think of Tron? I just did a Tron video, and we covered some ideas about what's happening with Tron. There, we saw yesterday Kobe Bryant's going to go and talk in San Francisco at the Tron conference, so that'll be exciting to see what that does for Tron. They're at a penny right now. I honestly can't say it's a bad a bad move at a penny. It really depends on if they can actually pull through with their multimedia platform and if they can pull through users using the multimedia platform. The big thing about XRP that's so enticing is the fact that they already have such a strong use case and they already have people that want that use case. If you look at any of the other tokens, they need to actually offer some type of solution to the market. There needs to be utility in the token. The token itself needs to be useful in the network, and we need to really ask, what is the network providing? Why would I want to be on it? That's a good question. Good question. Cisco says my day job is pestering people by the lake. That's funny. I wish it was. That'd be great. Yeah, maybe one day my YouTube channel will take off and I'll actually just get paid to just walk around and talk to people by the lake. As of right now, if I were to survive on my YouTube earnings, I would be homeless. That would not be fun. So maybe one day I will get paid just to walk around and talk to people by the lake. Not today. Not today, though. Junkie's talking about, what is Junkie talking about? The minute chart for BTC used to be a great precursor for what would happen to XRP seconds later. Now it seems that XRP minute chart shows that it moves before BTC goes up or down. Interesting. That's very interesting. I haven't been looking at charts very much because I've just been so busy and cleaning and moving stuff and selling stuff and looking at new places. So that's cool. That's good to hear. That's good to think about. Darren, I think it'll go to the bots. The bots are doing it, is what you're saying. So yeah, to put some context around this, the buy sell walls we were talking about, maybe there is a lot of manipulation right now in XRP2. I know we talk about Bitcoin being manipulated often, but do we talk about how possible it is that there's some major manipulation inside of XRP, the bots just like running the town, having a good go of it? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Fu, I sent you some of my awkward family photo Christmas cards to your email. Happy holidays. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, dude. That's very, very, very cool. Thank you so much for thinking of me and including me in your family, man. Why was Sam suspended from Twitter? I don't think anybody knows. I think that we are speculating that possibly someone maybe got a group of their friends to all go flag his account, or I can't imagine Twitter actually doing this on their own. There might have been a bot. I know sometimes like YouTube and Twitter and Instagram use algorithms that tell them or kind of like make decisions, and maybe it was an algorithm mistake. Maybe it was like a bot accidentally suspended him. I don't really know. It's hard to say. What's hard to say? We'll find out probably, though, pretty soon. You have to calculate. Kelly Slade says you have to calculate how coins are related to BTC's value too. Day trading can be tricky. Yes, it's very tricky. It's very, very, very tricky. So XRP is going up after the AMA, says Cryptocus XRP. John La Braca says, don't sell for less than you bought. If you're happy for long-term holding, then sell at 10% profit. If it dips, keep holding. Only 10% of total holding, though. Happy days. Happy days. Cheers. I think John La Braca maybe is talking about the exit strategy that we put up. That is a good point. That's a good point. What is up, everybody? Hello. Hey, what's up? How's it going? What's going on? Hey, Jessica. Hello, Bullable. Hello. Can't stop laughing says, what about the AMA today? Well, it's going to be at 2:30. I'm not sure what's going to be said or what will be covered, but it'll be interesting to chime in and it'll be interesting to check it out and see what happens. See what Brad has to say today. This is something that we were talking about in the title. Will Ripple reach $5 by December 18th? And this is again looking at the real possibility of it just being a better token than some of the other tokens on the market. We talk about this often, comparing it with the scalability and speed. Yes, I believe XRP is more efficient, but again, we do not know if there's going to be any specific prices because of its efficiency based off of who's using it. We just have to wait and see. Someone asked moments ago, I was like maybe 20 minutes ago now, someone asked, what does this mean? No single experience to move money globally. It means that we cannot expect to have a single protocol to rule them all. That's what they talk about if we look at the ILP. There's no single protocol. This is something that we fix with the internet. The Internet Standard Protocol creates basically interoperability, which is a big word that means it can work with other things. So you don't need to be on AOL to send an email to Microsoft. You can just send an email to anyone. And so right now there's a problem where these blockchains do not work together. They are siloed away from each other. And looking at Interledger to provide a standard for payments across networks. And what does that Interledger do? It is a protocol for an internet of value, looking at allowing all these different blockchains, digital wallets, national payment systems, and beyond to integrate and work together. That's why we were kind of saying Sam's video doesn't really make sense looking at Xpool and looking at the hexagon theory, because I found some sources talking about the ILP is actually going to be paired to Xpool, which means if the ILP is paired to Xpool, there would not be just XRP used for liquidity. And the theory that there is the institutional value, the institutional price is different than the market price would be, again, a little bit different, because we would be expected see the volume in the ILP, liquidity in the ILP, which would be multiple digital assets and multiple different settlement possibilities. Again, we do highlight why XRPs are preferred crypto, because we think it's so great, but the ILP is going to offer up liquidity from multiple different blockchains and multiple digital wallets and multiple national payment systems. So if Xpool is a pool of liquidity, and if Xpool is paired to the ILP, then we know they're probably not going to do the siloed version. They're going to use the interoperability version, the standard Interledger protocol. Now, this is, again, big stuff, and these are big questions, and I think people are obviously really excited just to be part of the conversation and to understand what's happening. And so if we put all this modernized Ripple payment infrastructure together, it's the Ripple API. So putting all this into one network is the Ripple API, and the Ripple API, the Ripple API is what people are, again, excited about, looking at this interfacing with Amazon and Uber and other big payment processors. So what does that mean if you're expected to find, one currency to rule them all? And that was the question, is what does this mean? No single experience to move money globally, meaning that there might be multiple possibilities, multiple options, and multiple different partnerships available. What is up, dude? Let's get back to you guys' questions really quick. All the likers, all the lurkers, please hit the like button. Thank you so much for reminding me. Everyone hit the like button. It really does a lot to build up my confidence, and it makes me feel like I should come back tomorrow. If I don't get enough likes on this video, then maybe I won't even be here. Maybe I won't even be here tomorrow. It's just that's how important it is. I need these likes, guys. Smash the like button. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So the same questions probably got removed from the AMA, is what Bumpin just said. And yesterday we looked at some of the AMA questions that were put up. So let's go check that out again. There's Brad Garlinghouse on Twitter. Yeah. Sam's question probably got removed. Oh, that's a good point. Hopefully not. Let's go find out. Let's see, because Sam's question was the very top question. Oh, no. Whoa. Man, that is interesting. Sam's question's no longer there. And we looked at Sam's question yesterday in our live stream. It was the top one right here, and it was a pretty good question. That was interesting. Weird. Interesting. BTC could be falling through the bottom Bollinger Band, set for a big drop, but if the boats see XRP start to go up instead of falling with BTC, it will change the direction and follow. That's a really good point. XRP junkie, I like the jab of your jib, bro. Yes, true, very true. We could see, again, XRP finding support and starting to go up instead of falling with BTC. That's something I think people are excited about. So there's a lot of good questions, and there's a lot of expectations maybe around this AMA or announcements about the AMA. Is there going to be a big bank announced? So we don't really know, and I think a lot of people are just waiting to see. It's good. It's a good question. A very good question. Doesn't Ethereum have something of a use case? Joshua Symes has a great question, and I talked about this a second ago, how there's not really a lot of other networks that offer commercial grade enterprise solutions he's saying, well, what about Ethereum? Because Ethereum does have a use case. Ethereum has a use case, but it's very niche right now because it does not scale. Because of the fact that it doesn't scale, it can't be brought on to bigger enterprise solutions. So yes, possibly you could say Ethereum has a use case, but it's not scalable. And that's why Vitalik Butrin's pushing to make it partial proof of stake right now, because he wants to be able to scale and be able to keep up with these institutions that are asking to be using this tech. And if it can't scale and be efficient enough to be used, then they won't use it. So yes, it does have a use case, but even XRP with 1,500 transactions per second has said that for a real global use case, they would like to kick it up to about 50,000 transactions per second. So Ethereum is needing to make some adjustments, which is why they're moving to partial proof of stake. They're trying to access some of that cost efficiency, and they're going to do that by moving away from proof of work, which is probably pretty smart. Yes, good questions. Good thinking, guys. Good thinking. John Labraca is asking if institutional investment will mature the market and help stabilize manipulation, or the reverse. You know, sometimes people like to think that the institutional maturity is going to mean there's going to be less manipulation, but it might mean more manipulation. If there's more volume, and then it might mean less volatility. But if there's more volume and less volatility and more manipulation, then it might just mean that it has a good chance of going up for a minute. Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know what the outcome of that would be, because we noticed that there's a lot of other commodities in the history. If you look at the history of some commodities like gold, gold obviously had a really interesting life cycle, and then after you added in the market maturity, the ETFs came through, and then manipulation is wrought into that program. I mean, it's just full of manipulation. But that's just kind of how it goes. The whales are always, trying to wiggle their hands into whatever they can and keep money flowing back into their pockets. So they'll definitely utilize or take advantage of any system to do that they can. And the market maturing and stabilizing might just be a better way for them to be able to manipulate it more. So yeah, I don't know. Whew, good question though. Hey, Ticket to the Moon, Ticket to the Moon says, hey, KFN, if you're going to shave, please contact your local Locks and Love and donate that golden goodness to a good cause. That would be a really smart idea, actually. That would be a smart idea to donate my hair. I don't know if I'm really going to cut it, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about cutting it all off. Yeah, the AMA today will be at 2:30 Pacific time. So 2:30 Pacific Standard Time is when the AMA will be up, and that's something that I think we should all watch. I don't know if I'll get to live stream it, and I'm not sure if I will or not get to live stream it, but I might get to be back tomorrow and we can talk about it. That's probably what's going to happen. Sam knows too much. They took him off Twitter. What was Sam's question? I think Sam's question had something to do with market makers and Xpool or something about that. I don't remember really. I don't remember exactly. Bullable Guy just chimed in and said XRP is going to 15 cents. It's possible. It's very possible. XRP could go down to 15 cents. I'm not really sure what to expect. People are calling out that there is a possible, a possible bounce happening, maybe another dip. We don't really know. We're not sure. And again, people are excited about the AMA today. They're excited about the 21st. There's possible rumors of Coinbase adding XRP. And then also the end of year. What's happening end of year, before end of year, a big bank being brought on. We don't really know. It's hard to guess. Hard to guess those. If you have the vid, screenshot it and add the question. That's true. I can do that. Ripple Labs has been Illuminati'd. Ripple Labs and Blockstream are both owned by Bilderbergers. You mean Bilderbergs? Bilderbergers? The Bilderberg Group? I welcome manipulation. The only thing it's doing is allowing me to keep buying in at low rates, and then when they start to manipulate that price up, it's going to allow me to make money. So XRP Junkie's right. There's a good chance that with manipulation, there is a good possibility of making money if you just ride the wave. We talked about that in the past, how you can't fight the river. Don't fight the river. You're going to drown. You must figure out how to ride the waves. So looking around, taking notice of the ocean, and grabbing your board, getting out there and making some hang time. So that's a good run through for what's going on out there today. I saw, again, people talking about this Amazon partnership, and I'm excited to chime in and offer my opinion. I saw this buy-sell wall coming up that someone's tweeting about. Javi put up some more documents talking about the Federal Reserve, and we had, again, articles talking about Ripple-powered mobile app to provide on-demand domestic payments in Japan. So this is, again, a Japanese bank consortium that's going to release groundbreaking smartphone application called Money Tap. So we know this is old news, but it's exciting still. This is all coming together, all the things that we've been excited about, all the things that we've been talking about, all the big moves coming out and working together to really pull us through to what could be a good beginning of next year or good middle of next year. I put this video up yesterday. Can Ripple XRP make you 100K in 1 week? And can Ripple XRP make you 100K in 1 week? And we did this video kind of just talking about this last year and what's going on. So that was good to go, thinking about that. And Ripple price prediction. Will Ripple trade as high as $5 in the coming months? And in the coming months sounds way better than end of year. So I say maybe coming months I can support more than anything else. Will Ripple reach $5 by December 18th? Well, it's December 18th right now, and XRP is at 33 cents. 9,000 Satoshis. So maybe we can say it's not $5 right now. It's not $5 right this moment. It's 33 cents. There are a lot of hype around cryptocurrencies. Good thing we've been transferring money digitally for nearly 2 decades. Bring on the blockchain. Interesting. Mr. Pace just put this up. What is this?
With access to billions of bank accounts and over 500,000 retail agent locations, they are an on-ramp and off-ramp for global money movement.
West Indian is ready today to adopt any kind of currency. We already operate with 130 currencies. If we one day feel like it's the right strategy to introduce cryptocurrencies to our platform, technology-wise, it's just one more currency. I think cryptocurrency may become one more option of currency or assets around the globe to be exchanged between people and businesses. If that happens, we would be ready to launch it.
Okay. Well, that was good. Thank you so much for sharing that, Mr. Pace. I really appreciate it. I think Mr. Pace dropped that link in there. So there we go. That was a good little vid. And let's go check this out. Clara T says she just DM'd me a question. Or no, she DM'd me this from yesterday. This was Sam I Am's question. This is from yesterday's video. Good thing we did yesterday's video, and good thing we looked at these. I'll put this up. So according to Chris Larson and Ripple, response to faster payment task force, Ripple's strategy is to capture the market through high-level integration with payment hubs and FI software providers. What progress has been made and what institutions and integrations can you discuss? That's a really good question, and that's a shame that it got deleted. We can go put it back up maybe as a picture of this. We can go put it in the questions. Maybe we can just retype it. It's hard to say. Thank you so much, Clara T, for DMing this to me and taking that screenshot. I mean, it means a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. No, really, OMG. Well, what if Kryptonian says, what if that one bank that Brad had said will be the World Bank? That's a good point. Bullable guy says, no, really, OMG, question mark. What are you asking about? It's getting more conspiracy every day. Even Garlinghouse joked about Lucifer in an interview. You're right. I've seen Brad make some jokes about how crazy the community gets with some of the news and some of the hype and some of the conspiracy theories. And honestly, sometimes I try to pull away from that stuff, and sometimes I dive in a little bit more. Some of the videos I put up, like the AI Truth Revealed videos, a little bit conspiracy theory-ish, but sometimes we just got to dance that fence and figure out the best way to do it. So Bullable Guy says, I suspect Sam is a Freemason and part of the XRP marketing team. That's an interesting idea. Basically, they're throwing shade at blockchains, says Mr. Pace, with the Washington Mutual video that we just looked at. Throwing shade at blockchains. Yeah, it does seem like they're kind of being a little bit weird. Again, we've talked about how like SBI made a partner and went live with basically putting up articles saying, you know, remittance services are improved with their network, and they didn't mention XRP at all. I think that there could be a possibility that you have other companies doing that they're looking at making marketing promotions and they're not going to mention XRP by name. So what would that mean? It's hard to say. You know, it's hard to say really, and it's hard to say. It's hard to say. So that's it. Retype it. That's it right there. Retype it. All right, I'll retype that comment and we'll put it on there just for you guys. Let's go see. Oh golly, I'm in the zoo. Hey zoo, what's up? Hey zoo, what's up? Let's go retype this. Hold on. Twitter just suspended Sam. So I know KFN doesn't know. That's why the question is gone. No. Jungle chimed in earlier and said that Twitter suspended Sam, or that Sam's account has been suspended on Twitter. Are you saying I shouldn't put this? This is the breaking news that Jungle put up this morning, and I retweeted it. You're saying I shouldn't go put this tweet back up? Are you saying I'm going to get suspended too for making this question? You're not worried? Let's put this up. Who cares? I'll get suspended from Twitter too. The Illuminati. So I'm going to put re-asking for Ripple me this. They blocked his account, so it's not even going to tag him. According to Chris Larson and Ripple RFP response to faster payments task force Ripple's strategy is to capture the market through high-level integration with payment hubs. Yes, API hubs, payment hubs, and FI software providers. What progress has been made and what integrations? What? How did he? Oh, I ran out of space because I put him because I tagged him here. I ran out of space. Well, let's take out re-asking. Still too much space. Oh, we might have to take out his tag. Let's try and put as a tag at the end here. At Ripple. Nope, I can't tag him. So I can re-ask his question, but I cannot I should just post a screenshot. You want me? Should I just post a screenshot? La 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 la. All right, so we're gonna put the question up in words, and we'll post the screenshot right there. If I get my Twitter account suspended, then we all know what happened. we all know what's happening. Yo, thank you so much.
Good stream. I wonder what happened to Sam's Twitter account. Anyway, I hope something worthwhile will be announced. Do it. It's a good question. Good call.
Thank you so much. John Gill, thank you so much, man. How are you doing? Good to see you hanging out. Good to see you around. Are you the John that was asking about the Ledger XRP, how to use your XRP on the Ledger Nano video from a long time ago? Or was that John Doe? I don't remember. Thank you so much, John Gill. I really appreciate it. Cheers. Thank you so much, man. Good stream. Thank you, man. He supported I was reading the next comment. Luke K says he suspended his own account. Maybe he did. No point in being tied to someone they just suspended. He'll appreciate it. So we put this up. We just retweeted the question. We just put that comment and the picture in. So we'll see if Brad answers this, or we'll see if I get blocked from Twitter and suspended as well. Steven Chip is right. It's weird how Sam had the top 2 questions for Brad's AMA and now they're gone. Hard to say. It's hard to say. So there's the Bullable guy saying these hubs say nothing about the estimate X rapid volume that flows through multi-hop. Well, multi-hop says it all. Multi-hop. We have not even seen the beginning of multi-hop yet. He's just closed his account. If you do it, it will say you have been suspended. Oh, okay. So Sam I Am closed his account. Maybe. Or you think he actually got censored? You think he got censored, or you think he actually just closed it himself? Tell me more. What do you guys think? He does love a good conspiracy. I agree. I agree. All right, so we are coming to the end of the stream. It's been a good stream. It's been great. I've been so excited just to get back into streaming with you guys, and I've been doing my edits as well, so it's been a lot of fun. We're having a good time. Great oldies. Smash the like button if you really appreciate me coming live and talking with you guys. I like to do it. I like to do it. If you like to do it, smash the like button. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much. What other things can we mention before we get out of here? Illmatic Beat says KFN win zoo. I would love to be invited onto the zoo. So Zoo fam, have me on. I'd be excited to come chat. I know I was talking to Kickboy and Malpass about doing something like that sometime in the future. And I've also been talking about a couple other really cool collaboration streams. I'd like to do a stream with Jungle. I'd like to do a stream with Crypto Oz. Crypto Oz and I were talking about doing a gaming stream maybe, or even just playing games. I would love that. And we also talk about doing a, let's see, Crypto Eddie and Jungle and Oz, we're talking about doing a collaboration with all these people, so I'm excited to do that and put some stuff together, hang out with the zoo, but we've just been really busy trying to get things squared away in life. You know, life happens, and I have to sometimes deal with other things, so I've been doing a lot of that recently, and I'm just happy to be back with you guys. It's the 18th of December, and it's very closing in on end of year. We're really closing in on the end of the year. And so people are really kind of, I think, really excited about the potential as the year closes and as the new year begins. And also thinking about, well, there's a reality of we're just kind of waiting to see what the price could be as utility and partnerships start to come through and as banks start to use them. You know, as banks start to use them, this is a good. This is going to be, as we talked about yesterday in the video, if you guys didn't watch the one yesterday, kind of a little bit of a fluffer, but talking about if you can make 100K from XRP in a week. In that video, I just was talking kind of about how XRP is going to not only show really strong use cases for cryptocurrencies, but once the banks start using it and once it reaches these new high price points, then it'll be a really strong indicator for other solutions to be able to respect cryptocurrencies, to respect the cryptocurrency market and what it can bring to commercial enterprise solutions. So that would be cool. You know, that's a really good idea. Jake says, do a stream with Sam. I would love to do a stream with Sam. Sam is such an interesting guy. I've actually was DMing with him way back in the day, whenever, a long time ago, whenever that CK guy was talking about going to some kind of like debate. Everyone was saying we should all go, and Sam actually messaged me because we both live in Texas. He was like, if you go, I'll go, let's carpool. I was like, Sam, the only reason I would go is if we could carpool. And I thought about that. That'd be fun. Of course, CK flaked on that entire thing, and I knew he would, so I never really made any plans. But Sam and I were chatting about, carpooling. I was thinking like, yes, I'd love to do a carpool stream with Sam. That sounds funny. That seems real solid. I'd do that. So nice hash login says, in Oz Crypto voice, listen to what the Kung Fu Nerd is saying. I say listen to what Crypto Oz is saying. Crypto Oz Crypto, and Jungle, and Crypto Eddie, so many really good YouTubers out there that are really knowledgeable, breaking the stuff down all the time. It's really exciting to just be here and be part of this. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. It really means a lot. We didn't hit very many hotkeys today. We were just kind of running through all the stuff. We have a new, it's kind of like different right here. We might put up the green screen. We might not. We kind of just might have this, chilling in like, this is, this my white room. That's it. This is the spot now. Maybe I should be over here. Can you guys see? Can you guys see me now? Can you see me now? Okay, so I'll put it back over here. So we got a little bit of a no green screen setup, and here we are. Oops, there we go. Some honkies for the way out, maybe. Investor blast off. That would be awesome. I agree. Give me a honky for the road. There you go. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate all your support and all your encouragement, just you showing up. I really hope you guys have a great rest of your day. It looks like the sun just pierced through the clouds today in Austin, and I have a lot of stuff to get to, so I'm going to have to bounce out of here, but I really appreciate all of you guys. Really good to see you. Really good to hear from you. Thanks for chiming in. Thanks for sharing your knowledge and putting up information and sending me documents if you send me stuff and tweet at me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Cheers. I appreciate you all. You're beautiful and amazing. Have a great day until I see you next time.
Brought to you your team.
No. No.